You don't have narrow lats because you need more sets. You have narrow lats because you don't understand what they actually do. More pull-ups, more rows, more volume, and still, your back looks the same. Lat width isn't about how much you do. It's about how you apply force. And most of you are applying it in the wrong direction. You train hard. You finish your workouts exhausted. Your hands are torn. Your forearms are pumped. Maybe your biceps are sore for 2 days. But when you turn around in the mirror, your back still doesn't flare. It looks flat. You start thinking maybe it's genetics. Maybe you just don't have wide lats. So what do? You add more volume, more sets, more reps, more exercises. But the shape doesn't change. Because the problem was never effort. It was mechanics. And that's frustrating. Because you're disciplined. You're consistent. Yet the visual result doesn't match the work. That disconnect makes you question everything. But here's the truth. Your lats aren't undertrained. They're misused. Let's simplify this. The Latissimus Dorsi is not just a pulling muscle. Its primary actions are shoulder extension, shoulder adduction, and internal rotation. But here's what matters most for width. The lats pull your upper arm down and in toward your pelvis. Not back, down and in. Most people train them like a rowing muscle, pulling elbows behind the body. That shifts tension to the mid-traps and rear delts. You feel your back, but not your lats. Imagine your lat like a large sheet attached from your arm to your lower spine and pelvis. If you pull backward, you crumple the sheet. If you pull downward toward your hips, you stretch and contract it fully. That's width. Here's the deeper insight most people miss. Lat width is highly dependent on shoulder position at the start of the pull. If your scapula is already retracted and depressed before you initiate movement, the lat loses mechanical leverage. It's like trying to jump when you're already halfway squatted. You remove the stretch, and muscle fibers produce the most force when they move through meaningful length. So if every rep starts tight, squeezed, and retracted, you've already reduced the stimulus. This is where most programs fail. But there's another layer, and it's subtle. Your lats respond best when resistance challenges them in their lengthened range, when the arm is overhead. If your movement becomes too vertical and too close to the body too quickly, tension shifts away, which means many pull-ups are lat light and arm heavy. You feel strong, but your lats aren't being asked to do their real job. Now let's talk about behavior. Volume feels productive. More sets give you dopamine. Sweat feels like progress. Fatigue feels like growth. But biomechanics doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about torque and leverage. Most people also rush their reps. They chase numbers. More pull-ups. Heavier weight. Harder variations. Ego turns vertical pulling into a performance test instead of a stimulus strategy. And when performance becomes the goal, you unconsciously recruit stronger muscles. Biceps. Teres major. Upper back. The body solves the movement, but not the problem you intended to fix. You get better at pulling, but not better at growing wide lats. That's the trap. Here's how you fix it. Step 1. Change your elbow path. Stop pulling your elbows back. Instead, think. Drive elbows toward your front pockets. Down and slightly forward toward your hips. If someone filmed you from the side, your elbows should not travel far behind your torso. This alone shifts tension dramatically. Step 2. Start with elevation, not retraction. Let your scapula elevate at the top. Yes, slight stretch. Then initiate the pull by driving the upper arm down, not by squeezing your shoulder blades first. The lats should create the depression as a result of shoulder extension, not the other way around. This increases effective range and tension. Step 3. Slow the first half. The top half of the pull is where your lats are longest. That's where growth potential is highest. Control the first third of the movement. 3 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Feel the stretch resisting you, not your biceps. If your forearms burn before your lats engage, adjust your grip and focus on pulling through the elbow, not the hand. Subtle shift. Massive difference. You don't build wide lats by doing more. You build them by aligning force with function. Volume multiplies what's already there. If the direction is wrong, you're just multiplying inefficiency. Train the function. Respect the mechanics. And your back won't just get stronger. It will expand.